I'm going to be part of the Knowledge Zone talking about the history of Solopress. I think it's a fairly interesting story. Obviously, like many businesses, started from scratch roughly 25 years ago and needed to find ways of growing in a pretty tough commercial environment. One of the enablers for that was selling print over the internet. And I guess that's what people are probably most interested in learning about and hearing about. But I like to put a bit of a different spin on it. So I think many people probably believe that the key enabler is actually providing products over the internet. The reality is all you're really ever doing is thinking about how your customers want to be served. And if giving them a platform that enables them to do the order placing themselves is really the big enabler, then sure, selling over the internet will be good. But ask yourself the question, if I was at twice the price of my competitors and I just started offering products over the internet, would I be successful? If my turnaround times are double what my competitors are and I start selling over the internet, will I be successful? Is the real enabler the platform, or is the real enabler finding ways of becoming really competitive with your products and your products offering, making the service you provide to your customers extremely transparent, being highly customer centric, making sure that you drive down complaint rate and errors and waste and so on. And so those are the things that I'm really going to talk about. I think what the engagement platform is that you use with your customers, whether that be a human interface or the internet, is probably less relevant than what the service and pricing is that the customer can expect. So we had a torrid time during COVID, got massively affected. Our revenues pretty much halved during the COVID period, and a fairly slow recovery in 21. But 22 we kind of bounced back, and this year we've continued to go from strength to strength. We expect to finish the year on 36 million, which we're really proud of. And we'll be making decent profits off of that as well. So it's it's sustained and profitable growth. And how have we done it? Well, we've improved the business, as you'd expect. We've gotten a lot better at what we do. We've become much more productive. If we look at revenue produced per hour worked, we're now 76% more productive than we were pre-COVID. Some of that is to do with price inflation, but a lot of that is to do with efficiency gains that we've discovered. We're also a lot more reliable. There's never been a time this year where we've had during the course of a month anything more than 0.5% of jobs going out late. So typically we're 99.85% on-time dispatch rate. We've massively reduced our error rate. So the bottom line is customers get a much better experience when dealing with us now than ever in the past. On top of that, we've launched lots of new products. So we've been very focused, especially over the course of last year, adding a lot of merchandising products, but also just extending the product range to better serve our customers' needs. And probably the bit that's most noteworthy and relevant for the audience at the print show, last year might have been the first time that many people really heard about Solo Pro, and this is our offering really targeted at print resellers. We've continued working on that and improving that. And this year we have a new launch that we think is going to be particularly interesting to resellers, but we're keeping that slightly under wraps until we get to the show. I think the things that we've done at Solopress that have made us successful are transferable. They're relevant to any business of any size or shape. So this isn't about how a business goes from 30 million to 35 million, but rather how you start from scratch and figure out how to position your business in a way that serves customers' needs and enables you to grow the business, really. So I think that's what people can expect. Anyone that comes to listen, whatever stage they might be in their career, whatever kind of business they might have or might be running, they'll find something that they can take away that's of interest.